Hello and welcome back to allofrine. I want to tell you why I've been MIA for some time. I am so excited, but at the same time, I want to really share what is going on right now. Is the season for the reason? No, I got it all wrong. Is the reason for the season. And I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be here. And I'm going to definitely tell you why I've been missing in action for some time, not being around. But well, I'm back. And so let's stay tuned. And when to spill this tea, I need you guys to be here with me to share this with me. So let's stay tuned and let me tell you why I've been MIA. So welcome back. I took some time off. If you don't know what MIA means, it means missing in action. I've been away for a while. I took some time off to kind of set some things up for myself, got some opportunities, and I decided to go for them. If you know what I do, I'm a real estate agent. At the same time, I'm an entrepreneur. I love to look for opportunities and use them, right? So I was trying to build some things for myself, and I decided to take the time off. It was not easy trying to juggle both my work and putting content out here. So I decided to take some time out and just do those things. And it's still a work in progress, but I am doing what I have to do, and I'm going to be spilling the tea as we go in some other videos that I will be sharing with you. I'm so excited to be back. I'm happy to be here. This is my space. This is where I want to be all the time, sharing my moment with you and enjoying the moment. And I want to start by saying, if you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, okay? Hit the notification button so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And do not hesitate to share your comments with me because I enjoy reading them, trust me. And also, I want to talk about today's topic, which is recession and shopping. I know you'll be asking me, why is she talking about recession and shopping? Look around you. The recession is here. I don't know if you're feeling it. Some people say they don't feel it. Some people say they feel it. But I just want to talk about recession and shopping, okay? You know what the season is, right? The season of Christmas. You can see it around me. It feels like Christmas. Everywhere we go. So it's a time for spending, shopping, giving gifts to our loved ones and all of that. But first, I want to start by defining what recession is. Recession is when the economic activity is shrinking instead of growing. And it's often accompanied by increased unemployment and less spending by consumers. And this can last even months or years. And what happens in a recession is there's this rise in unemployment. People tend to lose their job. Companies are not sure what will happen next. Consumers are not spending money. And that's what recession is all about. Well, first, I want to go through the disclaimer. I am not a guru when it comes to advising people on how to spend their money or use their money. If you need more advice on some of the things I will be sharing today, you need to talk to an expert. You need to talk to someone who can help you manage your finances. I can only share my thoughts. You have to do your own findings in finding the best advice for yourself, the best advice that will help you and your family. Now, family women, let's dive into this. Recession can lead to unemployment, like I said before, and businesses will shrink. Some of them, liquidation will take place because there is this uncertainty, right? Inflation, no money in circulation. And you know what it is when families lose their jobs, people tend to spend less. I want us to talk about how we can help ourselves during this season of Christmas, during this season, and how we can help to save as against spending what we don't even have in the first place, and how we can go through this recession alive and survive it, because it does not last forever. Let us talk about the holidays. The holiday period is, you and I know very well that the season, the Christmas season, is when families love to give gift, gather around, with loved ones, share the moment. It's always that present, gift, and all of that, the feeding, the outings, the trips, and things like that we all want to do. But this time around, because of the recession, it's very important that you know how to curb your spending, okay? I'm going to give you some tips on what to do in terms of buying things for people, or giving your children gifts, or friends, or well-wishers, and all of that, okay? Let us talk about that first. You know how kids always love you to buy them gift. It's very important that they have gift because they look forward to this. So it takes place once in a year. Christmas, we all look forward to Christmas. I remember when I was a kid, I loved to come out with my friends, give them gift and things like that. But like the economy is shaking right now, and everybody's talking about the recession, and people are shaking. And there's some things that we want to do, right? That we want to buy. There are things that we want to own during this time. But I think we should put our feet on the brakes right now instead of on the pedals, right? In terms of spending our money that we have to look at our finances. Kids love gift, but the thing is, I have noticed over the years that they don't even use them, okay? They're very happy to get them. They want to have everything, but they don't use them, okay? They just use them for a couple of months and they're over it, okay? And then parents end up buying all of this, spending their money and all of that. I'm not saying don't buy for your kids. I'm just saying that at this point, we have to all improvise. The more money we save, the better for us, okay? In order for us to survive the recession. I want to talk more first about the Christmas period. The Christmas period is an absolutely amazing time. Amazing time. You cannot overemphasize that. But at the same time too, it is a spending period. And in times of uncertainty, we don't know what happens, right? We don't know what's going to happen in the future, which is why it is very important that we save some money for ourselves. It is very important that we save money for drought day. We save money for the days that are going to be dry, okay? It's not the time for us to start doing certain things, which I'm going to be listing out. I want us to talk about the things that we should do, okay? In talking about the things that we should do when we have a recession or during a recession, would also explain the things that we shouldn't do. The first thing we should do is budgeting. We have to budget when we're buying things. We need to budget. We need to be on a budget. I'm not saying be on a tight budget, but I'm saying, look around you. Look at the things that you need and the things that you don't need. It's a time for needs, not wants. There's a difference between need and want. Need is necessity. Look around you. What are the things that I need? What are the things that I don't need? If you look behind me, you see I've got the Christmas tree, I've got the Santa Claus, I've got other things going on in the background, right? I've had them for a couple of years, okay? This time I'm not doing anything like buying new stuff or things like that, but I'm going to give you one tip when it comes to your Christmas tree. You could buy something like red, white, and then just interchange them, right? Maybe this year you do red and then next year you do white. You don't have to always go out there and buy things just because it's in vogue, okay? Christmas will always come and go, but you'll always be here. And if you don't have the money to survive over time, that would actually have a big hole. And so we want to be able to spend wisely. Recession, like I explained to you, is a time where there is less spending, there is less money coming in. Salaries are not the way you think they will be. There's no increase in salary. People will be laid off their jobs because consumers are not buying. People are not spending money again. And so people are going to be losing their jobs. That's what it is. You want to be able to make sure that you survive the recession period, especially this time. I keep hammering on this time, especially this time. Have a solid plan. Be realistic about your budget. Have a solid plan. If you were planning a trip before now and you did not budget for it, because you know how I was checking the other day, I was looking at the prices in terms of flight tickets. They're not as low as they used to be before now. and because of the season, right? So if you were actually planning on taking a trip before now, and you've not bought your ticket, you really have to look into those things, right? And I noticed also that on I think some of the tickets were cheaper or lower on the 25th, which happens to be the Christmas day, right? So some of those tickets are really on the low side on the 25th if you want to really travel, if you think you really have to go, right? For some of us who are late shoppers, we should have bought the things that we needed to buy before now. Some people decided to buy during the break when they had the Black Friday and deals going on, and some people did not buy during the time when they had deals, and right now some people are late buyers and it's back to where it was before the original price. All I'm saying is, if you had like 5-10 items on your list, check them off. You have to really check, do I really need these things? Do I really need them, or just something that I just want? If you've budgeted for it, then it's okay, you can go ahead and buy them. But if you are running on a budget, this is the time to really check exactly what you're buying before you buy them. We also want to generate additional sources of income, meaning that if you have any skill at all, apart from your 9-to-5 job, or even if you're an entrepreneur, if you have any other skill or multiple streams of income, is not a bad thing, to be precise. If you have something that you're doing, anything that can generate some funds for you, generate some resources in terms of money, need to do those things so that you have some backup money on the side that you can use. Side hustle is not a bad thing. So like I said, if you have some skill set, this is the time to wear your gloves, bring them out. If you don't have, then look up something that you think you can do. There must be something there for you to do. Look for something that you can do apart from the money that your main stream of income, right? Your main source of income. There are things that you can do to ensure that you're having some extra income, extra backup, right? So yes, that's something you should be looking into. Take charge of what you already have. Your salary, if you're employed, the money you've saved up, take charge of what you already have. Make sure you're watching what you have, that you're not spending more than what you're bringing in. And also, if you're a business person, this is not the time to expand on your business, okay? Looking for more things to add on. This is the time to actually manage the resources that is coming in, strategic planning, talking to the people who are actually helping you, whether you've got your managers and all of that, who are advising you, your advisors, your financial advisors. This is the time to really sit down with them and really strategize on how to manage the resources that you have. And so if you're working, this is the time to sit down with your family, your spouse, to talk about the resources, how much you're bringing in, what you can tighten here and there. This is not the time for you to go out and buy the most expensive, things like some people will buy homes. I know, yes, I love people buying homes because that's what I do. But this is the time to really sit down and strategize and see if it's something that really would create wealth for you, really be important in this time. Maybe you're a heavy spender in terms of high-end things like clothing, bags, shoes, jewelries, and all of that, right? Buying cars, being a co-signer for someone, going into business with that person, with somebody else. You want to make sure that you're managing your finances properly, taking charge of what you already have, okay? Not adding and expanding what you don't have. With or without the recession, it's always important to manage what you have. Managing what you have means whatever you have already in your bank account, whatever you have financially, whether it's sitting there, you have to be able to manage that so that other resources will be added to that, instead of just using that to expand, hoping that you'll be able to make more with that, right? If you understand what I'm talking about, like using it right now to just gamble like you used to. Oh, you know what, let's just buy more stuff, and with the hope that we'll have more clients, more customers. It may not go that way, right? Because now remember, recession is all about people not having money in their hands, right? They don't have the money for luxury. They don't have the money to spend like they used to before. And so they want to spend less. So they may not be buying those things that you think they want to buy. Want to tighten all corners to make sure that they have more money in their pocket than just spending that money, right? Because they don't even have it in the first place. So this is not the time for you to expand on that. Let's move on to the next one. adjustable rate mortgage. I enjoy people buying home. I love to buy homes for my clients, and I enjoy actually seeing them move into their homes, have that property. When I'm dealing with my investors, it's very important for me. However, at this point, there is also a hype in the mortgage rate. You really need to talk to your mortgage person. If you're buying a home, if you're taking advice from a mortgage person, you really need to know whether you're dealing with an adjustable rate, okay, which is the variable rate, right? An adjustable rate. Some people who are already in the fixed rate are really enjoying their rates because once there's a shift or there's an upward in the rate, it doesn't get to affect them, right? But there's also a downside, because when it's adjustable, when it's going down, you are on the lucky part, right? You're on the lucky side. You're happy because everything is working for you. Your mortgage is decreased, right? Your monthly mortgage is decreased, and so that favors you. But in a recession, it's not that way. So many things will happen. So many people, like I said, will lose their job, may not be able to afford their home. So you have to look into the adjustable rate mortgage when you're making a decision to buy a home, or when you already have a home, if you have a mortgage running already. Those are the things that you want to do right now. You don't want to be in a place where you're not able to determine what is going to happen with your mortgage. I'll move quickly to the next thing. Slack off at work. Those of us who are employed, my family sisters who are employed, I know some of us don't like what we do, but we go there anyhow because we've got bills to pay, we've got kids to feed, we've got family to take care of. It is what it is, right? But we still have to go. And during the time of recession, this is not the time that you want to give your managers the opportunity to say, hey, don't come back to work tomorrow, because they're looking for ways to lay people off. So you want to do the best that you can do. You want to be there and keep putting something on their table, telling them how important you are to that organization, making sure that you are not cutting slacks anywhere. Like you're really there. You're not looking here and there, even though there are so many advertisements that will be on at that time, like, oh, there are jobs everywhere. You want to be able to maintain the one that you already have. You want to make sure that you're bringing something to the table. You want to make sure that your organization feels that you're very important at that point in time, right? Looking for ways to increase yourself and making sure that you're adding to the organizational growth. It's one thing you should do. Every day you wake up, think of one good thing you can do to bring to the office, one good thing you can do to be a team player, one thing that you can do to be an asset to that company, to that place, okay? If it's just creating something new and bringing it to your managers or to the people who are there and people who would listen to you, to the stakeholders, take it there, talk to them about it, right? There's always a way to navigate, but one thing you don't want to do is lose your job. You want to manage what you have. Like we said, manage that thing that you have. If you were looking at something else before, hey, this is not the time for you to juggle jobs or think about any other job, but to maintain whatever you have right now going on for you. It is important to emotionally prepare yourself for a recession, as panicking never helps anyone to make a good decision. And know that no matter how bad things get, you're not the only one. And that one day, everything will be settled, including the economy. It will definitely settle, okay? If you've enjoyed this session with me, I do implore you to please subscribe and chat with me. Leave your message in the message box there. And then also hit the notification button so you get notified each time we upload a new video. I want you to share this video, and I want to hear your comments because they're very important to me. And if you think that there's something you want us to talk about, you can also send it to my email or just leave it there in the comment section, and I will definitely reply to you. Thank you so much for watching, and keep adjusting your crown. Bye.